We talked about it a lot, Jim and Joaquin and myself, about why this woman had already been twice divorced, and she had 2 different children, and she was definitely leading a very modern life for a woman during a very repressive time for women, and definitely living on the edge of society. So for her to, be pulled into this relationship with this sort of dangerous character, we had to sort of find what was it that makes her ultimately succumb to what was, ultimately the romance of her life. And so we worked a lot on that, and what was that moment? I was always like, what is that moment, A woman doesn't just sleep with a man just because she has to make the decision, and so we worked a lot on that. And I also think, they were really extraordinarily spiritual people who really believed in, and you were talking about their humbleness and their humility, but they really were people that believed that they were put on this earth to be together, and that they had a higher purpose, and that, a strong understanding of everybody, not just the famous people they ran into, not just the artists that were hot and cool at the time. They were very interested in the guy next to them's story, and in that they had a kinship, that they were regular people. They really had authentic country roots. These people she came from a little dirt farm in West Virginia. Although her parents were musicians, there's a real authenticity to that. And Johnny really grew up picking cotton in a field. That's a sense of, you never think you're any better than where you came from.